Hey everybody, what's going on? Today is a new day. I got to figure out how I can do my video from yesterday. I just I was tired when I came in, and I was dealing with some mess with my VR. I let my grands play with. I have the MetaQuest VR 2, and I just got the MetaQuest 3, the 512 gig, and I'm gonna tell you how I got that for like $40. No cap, $40. I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna do it. But let's get into this. So this right here, my twin sister, I bought this from her. I bought this from my twin sister. And it's the DJ Osmo's Mobile SE. So I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna unbox it. I'm using my phone, so I'm not even using any of my devices. But I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna unbox it, and I'm gonna let y'all see that. But anyway, let me tell you why I really came on here. I want to tell you guys what happened. I get home, and I did laundry earlier that day, so I make my bed, do my sheets, and all that kind of stuff because I took my sheets off, washed them, washed my grands' clothes so that when I return them back to their mom, they'll have their clean clothes, and that's something she don't have to worry about. Washed all my blankets, everything, because of course they slept in the bed with me. My husband was out of town. They slept in the bed with me, and they were all over the place. When I tell y'all all over the place, I mean all over the place. These some wild little sleepers. Anyway, I get home after I rode my bike yesterday. Yes, I rode my bike. And yes, was it cold? It wasn't at first, but then it got cold later that evening. The temperature dropped like about 10 degrees. So, on a bike, it's always 20 degrees difference because of the wind factor. And I don't have a wind guard up, windshield, if that's what they call them. But anyway, I get home, and I was going to do something with my VR, Oculus, again, whatever they call it. Something just said, let me get on here. So now, earlier that day, my grandson was on it. So my grandson was on it, and he was, I don't know what he was playing. He was playing some type of game. Now, mind you, the day before that, they were all playing, and I kept hearing these little kids talking, and I'm like, why do I hear kids talking? Because again, I don't use it for anything other than like workout stuff, and I watch videos like Netflix or Pluto TV, right? Because you get the big screen on the 3. The screen is massive. It's like 201 inches. It's huge. That's what I use it for. So anyway, my grandson is on there, and he's like talking to this kid. So the kid name is Jackson. Maybe, I don't know. But that's what he was saying. He kept saying, Jackson, help me. I don't know what to do. Now, my grandson is 5. I did not know that you had to be 13 to actually be on Facebook. I had no idea. Why? Because all my children are grown. And they've had Facebook probably before I did, my oldest daughter, because she was using it when she was in college. So I know I've had Facebook for over, let's just say 15, 16, 20 years. Let's just say that. I don't know. I got it like in 2006 or 5. I don't know. Let's go back to 2002. I've had it for a minute. So anyway, long story short, I get on, I get the VR, and I notice that it said my account has been suspended, and I couldn't get in Instagram, which I haven't been on Instagram in a while, but couldn't get in Instagram, and I couldn't get in Facebook. And I was like, hold up, wait a minute, what the freak? It took me like 4 hours to figure that crap out. It kept telling me, it was giving me an authentication code and, check this and check that. I had to send a picture of myself, either my driver's license or passport, birth certificate. Let me tell you, I don't wish that on anybody because it was horrible. So I send a message to my middle daughter, because those the children I had. I said, your children have gotten me blocked. Now, I kept hearing this little kid saying he was going to have somebody blocked. I'm on here like, so I take the VR from my grandson, and I'm like, hold on a minute. What's happening here? He was like, he's too young. He shouldn't be on here. And I'm thinking, it's a kid's game. Why can't he be on here? So I said, first of all, this is my account. That's my grandson. What's the problem? And some other kid was on there trying, I guess, to fight me on the VR thing. Because remember, it's under my account. It's me. And I get on there and I'm like, first of all, I don't know what the hell to do on here because I'm not a gamer. I only got it again so I could watch watch movies and, like I said, do little exercise things on there. Nothing real crazy because I'm not a gamer. And so I didn't think much of it. So then my granddaughter tells my grandson, because he kept screaming, he kept saying, Jackson, help me. I mean, like to the top of his lungs, like the VR was blocking his hearing and he was screaming. I'm like, why are you screaming? I was like, stop screaming. He was like, but I don't know what to do and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, relax. So I tell my granddaughter, I'm like, help him. I could tell she was annoyed. She's 8. She got her own little personality. And she was like, you're going to get Glamon's account blocked. I'm like, wait, get me blocked? Again, I didn't think much about it. So I told him at this point, I was like, look, get off this thing. Get out of it. Whatever. So that's what led me to going on to my account last night. I said, let me check this. Something just was nagging me. I said, let me check this. After I was watching this webinar that I don't know what happened. My husband calls me on my phone. Then the webinar froze and I lost it after watching it for an hour and 14 minutes. I was pissed about that because she was giving away some gems and I wanted all of the tea. And I'm just pissed. So now that's what prompted me to go on to Instagram, because I was going to go into the girl's DM and I was going to DM her and be like, hey, I watched your thing, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't even figure out how to pay for the course. It was just a hot mess. So anyway, long story short, that's what happened. So if you are a gamer and, you're an older gamer, if you have grands, nieces, nephews, whatever, make them their own account on your VR. They have to be 13 and up. Make their own account, because if they're using your account and they're under 13, you can get your Instagram blocked. You can get your Facebook blocked. Anything that deals with Meta and Mark Zuckerberg, you can get blocked. And I just was like, even if I don't use them, how dare you block me? How dare you threaten to take my account away for something that I didn't even know I was doing? So they have bylaws and you have to agree to them. And anybody under 13 are not allowed on Facebook or Instagram or anything that has anything to do with Mark Zuckerberg. You have to be 13 and up. So that's what I came on here to say. And yes, I wake up this morning. Now, Instagram, I was able to get through it. I figured it out after I sent all of my DNA information and everything like that. I was able to get through. Now, I had a hard time with Facebook. I didn't think it was going to actually happen for a couple of days. But I got up this morning. I was like, let me try it. I used my iPad because my phone was giving me problems. I don't know what was going on. Kept asking me for an authentication code. The code never came. So that's when I had to send a picture of my passport. I had to put in actual one of my debit cards with my information on it because they wanted to, I guess, make sure it was an adult. Why? Because kids typically don't have debit cards, right? typically. So long story short, that's what happened, and I'm just glad to have it back, even though I haven't been on Facebook in a while. Actually, I haven't been on Facebook probably since I purchased my bike, and that was in October. I don't do a lot of that. Why? Because I'm using my iPad for a lot of things. I'm doing a lot of what's the word? I guess purging, so to speak. It's a lot of things that I'm just not doing anymore. I spend most of my time on YouTube, believe it or not, watching videos. So I don't be on Instagram like that. I don't, and unless I was posting something dealing with my motorcycle, I really don't be on there. So just make sure that you guys take those precautions, because if you use Instagram or Facebook for business and it's connected to these VRs, they're going to block you if they're under 13. They're going to block you. So, and you could lose your account. And I was devastated, but I fixed it. Like I said, it took me like 4 hours to figure the crap out. Anyway, long story short, that's that. Now, let's move on to how I got my Meta Quest Oculus, the newest one, the Quest 3. Let me tell y'all the tea. If you have any devices, just say a couple of iPhones laying around, you know how you might switch carriers and you don't trade your phone in to your next carrier, or you might have an iPad laying around that's not damaged, that's in pretty decent shape, right? You can take your iPad, your phone, it could be a Google phone, it could be an Android, it could be the iPhone, long as they're above, I think, 11, and trade them in at GameStop. They only take 2 devices at a time. So, and don't judge me, y'all. I'm going to get my nails done this week. I'm going out of town, so I've been waiting because I'm Muslim and I'm not even supposed to be wearing nails, but I got to get my nails done. We'll talk about that some other time. So, anyway, long story short, you go to GameStop and you trade in your devices. Like I said, they only allow you 2 at a time. So, you can go to one GameStop, trade in 2 devices, then go to another GameStop, trade in a device. So that's 3 devices. It will come up to, depending upon what gigabytes you have on the phone. The higher the gigs, of course, the more money you'll get for said item. Now, if you want the Quest 3, that's going to run you about $500 because it's like $499. That's the 512. Now, if you want the lesser ones, that'll work too. Trade your phone in, or your tablets or whatever. They take tablets, they take phones. They don't take VRs though. Like if you have a VR and you want to trade it in, I don't think they take those. But they do take phones. So if you trade in 3 phones and you get, like I said, you can take 2, go to one GameStop. Take another one, because they're going to put it on a little card. You could either get the cash or you could put it on a card. They used to have something like this back in the day, in the 90s. You could trade in games and all that kind of stuff and get money. So it's probably like the same premises, you know. So you'll take your phones, trade them in, and that's how you're going to get your VR, your Oculus. And it's way cheaper than that $3,500 that Apple want for their VR. Let me tell y'all about that 512. It is everything they say it is. So I implore you to not walk, run, and get you one. Trade them in, and then you'll pay. They'll talk you into getting a whole year's worth of something. I don't know. I ended up spending $40. That is how I got my Meta Quest Oculus VR 512 gigs. It's the highest gig they have. I ended up getting that for 40, I think it was like $43 or $46. That's all I paid, and I traded in phones that I was never going to use again. So I want to say thanks for watching. As always, this your girl, the Moto Vegan. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. My channel is growing. It's, small numbers, but I had to start somewhere. So if you're new, just let me be your guide, because it's gonna happen. You'll start with one and then it'll grow, and it's authentic. So I'm not trying to get 1 million subscribers in one day, but I'm happy for those that I do have, and I appreciate you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. Thank you. Bye for now. I have to get myself ready. I have some running around to do before I go to work today. This is going to be a no makeup week, because again, like I told you guys, I'm traveling. I'm thinking about moving somewhere that's definitely out of my comfort zone. I'm thinking about going somewhere very far where I don't really have a village. I just want to try something new, and I'm trying to convince my husband to get on board, and let's move, let's start over, let's do something different, because there's some changes that are coming financially that I'm trying to do, and I just want to start, like I said, start new, somewhere else, a fresh start, somewhere warm, because I'm sick of this cold. I live in New Jersey, and if anybody knows what we're going through, they know, like, we had some single digit temperatures, and that's not the vibe. I'm ready to go. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Bye.